Let's see what the rates are this Friday morning and where the markets are headed. The momentum, of course, has been intact. In fact, the Nifty alone has seen sixth consecutive day of positive closes. The Nifty, remember, now is up 10% in the last 9 sessions, despite the largest weight Reliance Industries up only 2%. So there come the rates this morning. It's a tempered start, but in the green nonetheless. 11,862 is where we're currently at. While yesterday you had the broader markets underperform, today you've got the advances taking over. TCS, after becoming the world's most valued IT company, TCS is ebbing off just that wee bit. 1.5% higher. Remember, yesterday TCS overtook Accenture in terms of market capitalization. Reliance as well, you're not really seeing any participation come in from there. Starts off a little tempered at 22.31. Now let's talk about what Wipro, Mindtree, Coforge, etc. are doing, because remember, they too had a field day in trade yesterday along with TCS. And is there some weakness coming in on those names too? HDFC Bank as well on our radars. HDFC Bank, remember, has taken over leadership within the Nifty Bank. This has really been a very, very strong mover and pushed higher in yesterday's session as well. That stock will just come up for you as well on your screens. Besides that, Vedanta, of course, continues to be on our radar. Remember, the delisting process is on, and today is the last day for tendering in the reverse book building. They're still falling short of the targeted sum, which runs into triple digits. So let's see what happens to Vedanta and whether there is a revised delisting policy or not, because in all likelihood, this is really headed in that way. The stock is, by the way, back in F&O ban. Banks, of course, in focus ahead of the RBI MPC meet. You are seeing spots of green, though, on an ICICI Bank. HDFC Bank has started off in the positive. Axis, as well as I see on my screens, is mildly in the positive. So it's a bit of a tug of war, really, which is currently happening in terms of what the Nifty constituents are up to. You can't really draw a trend. It's a very simmered market, but yes, we're clinging on to 11,850. Hindalco is a mover today. SAIL is a mover. Motherson Sumi, Vivek just highlighted the buzz around Motherson Sumi. That stock has sprung up a good 1.4%. Tata Steel, Jindal Steel. So if you have to really pick out a trend, it'll have to be the metals. And they're the ones which are taking leadership today. LIC Housing Finance from within the liquid universe, that holds up about 3%. On the flip side, Techem, TCS, both taking a breather. Ambuja Cement, DLF, Godrej Properties as well are the ones which are ebbing off just that slight bit. Broader markets, they are the ones which are holding up. But I guess Mahesh Patil is on the line with us. Can I go across to him? Okay, let's take it across to CK. CK, what are your first observations? Because besides metals and, of course, the one stock that you picked out pre-trade, that's Motherson Sumi, the rest of the market seems a lot less, lot simmered, I should say.
Yeah, there seems to be some profit-taking going on in IT, which started perhaps in the afternoon of yesterday, seems to be continuing a bit, but wouldn't really get perturbed with that. I would use pullbacks in IT as a buying opportunity. Metals are in good situation today, and a good majority of them are up and about at various levels of gains. So other than that, there really doesn't seem to be any sectoral bias. I think each of them, each of the leaders within each sector is kind of making its own little ground further. Like, for example, if you take something like Cipla, that has now moved about to about 822, yes, was around 815 yesterday. Cadila is moving up. So stocks which moved within a sector are continuing their wean. So it does look like a stock-specific day. Now that weekly expiry is also out of the way, and as far as the sector is concerned, I think it's all metals. So maybe Hindalco, which has been the best mover, that is the one to tee off with. And of course, I always believe Jindal Steel and Power has the maximum beta when it comes to metals moving, and therefore that would be the other stock that I would pick from metals.
It's really turning out to be a metals day. Hindalco, SAIL, they're all holding up. Vedanta, that's actually up 2%. But again, a lot depends. Today is the last day of the delisting. So let's see what really happens and whether they manage to achieve their required target. LIC Housing Finance, that's the interesting mover today, 4% higher. Motherson Sumi holding out. Bharti seeing some spots of green. M&M, Cipla continues its up move from yesterday. JSW Steel, Tata Motors, L&T, ICICI Bank, Titan. These are the ones which are supporting the market. On the flip side, though, Reliance is down, TCS is down. There's TechM, Wipro. They're all taking a bit of a breather. Mahesh Patil then joins in on the show. Mahesh, hi, morning. Just looking at the kind of price action that we've seen, and I'm just going to pick up the last 6 days, because, for the 6th consecutive session, we had a green close yesterday. The Nifty is now up 10% in the last 9 trading sessions, Mahesh, and this when the index leader, that's Reliance, has gone up only 2%. What is it telling you about the momentum and the mood in the market right now?
I think what we're seeing in the market, while the flow in terms of buying and this thing is not that great, I think the negative news, which was there on the company front or on the economy front, I think that is turning a bit positive. And we are seeing various sectors actually and various stocks, playing out one by one. I mean, be it the IT sector, at some point in time, or some other sector, whether it's the metal space, or even the financials are starting to turn around. So I think as we get into this quarterly season, we are expecting, some of the companies, where the numbers are likely to be better than expectations, we are seeing them getting re-rated. And I think it's just the lack of any negative news and some positive delta in terms of sectors, which is giving the momentum for the market to really scale new highs at this point in time. We are expecting this year, compared to the earlier period, where you would have thought there will be a sharp decline to earnings in FY21. I think now it seems that the decline in earnings in FY21 won't be much. And if you look at our estimates also for this year, it's showing more of a 2-3% decline, which is not much, considering the fact that the GDP decline will be almost 4 to 5%. And I think that is what is probably giving support to the market even at these levels.